All right, so you're wanting to buy an older vehicle. So what do you buy? So a lot of these old vehicles you can still get parts for, but there's some magic years in there that'll really hinder you getting parts. And as we go through this, I'll let you know what that is. It's a pretty sweet old Hurst Olds. You don't see many of these around anymore. You'll still find some of these old vets around, but they're going to get a king's ransom just like that old Hurst Olds will. Now, if you buy a Cutlass version of that, then that is definitely more doable. Now you start to see some of these old Camaros and Firebirds come up, and these are good builders. You can get a lot of parts for these. You're not going to be hunting and scratching and get stranded on one or two modules. These old dudes were easy to get parts for, especially nowadays. You can buy panels, you can buy interior, you can pretty much rebuild some of these cars. Just depends what you want to do with it. Some of these mid-year Mustangs, even the older Fox bodies, you can buy a lot of parts for these, but the problem with some of these are if some of the modules or electronics go out in these things, well, you're left totally redoing everything because you can't find part for some of it. Now they're old enough where parts are starting to come around for some of these mid-90s vehicles. Now the old Tri-5s, you can definitely find parts for these, but they're definitely going to bring you your king's ransom, especially if you need to totally rebuild them. But man, when you're done, then nothing looks better. Beautiful interior. Believe it or not, on all these old vehicles, right there is the hardest part to find in a lot of them. Trying to find a radiator. Now you can have them built, but if you're weeks out, a lot of times they're aluminum nowadays. Beautiful old Nomad. Now they're not going to perform like a brand new Mustang or nothing like that, because you put a lot of money in them. But when they break down, they're not going to cost you a new Mustang to repair. Now if you like trucks, these old C10s, you can pretty much rebuild this truck if you can find one. They've become a very popular out there, and again, you can buy all the parts you want for these things if you can find them. We got Mater out here for this. So the only thing with Mater is it's so old, it's pretty much like driving a tractor. This you can get on highway speeds, and if you put an overdrive in an old Willys, something like this, it's hard to get much above 40, 45. Once again, you're pretty much driving a tractor. And you got those old 60s Novas. Those are starting to come around a little bit, but those have always been hard to find. You know, these old Camaros, it's like that old Firebird over there. You can buy parts for them. They're a little pricey, but when you're done, you got something nice and easy to work on. You can put modern drivetrain in them if you want to. Air, power steering, power brakes, whatever you want. I'm going to show you can modernize an older vehicle. I guarantee it didn't come with that Corvette engine. Beautiful old truck. Once again, trying to find radiators, that's always the hard part. That's kind of funny. Even like these old caddies, you can still find some of these old caddies around. Now, you can buy some parts for these things. So this was an old original front wheel drive. Now you might be able to buy some parts for this thing, but when this thing goes down, if you're just looking for a driver, it's not going to cost you to repair like the caddy on the other side of it, but you're not going to get the comfort either. Now they may not have all the amenities, but to me these older vehicles, I love the interiors in them. We're starting to see these old Smoking the Bandit Trans Ams pop back up. Now obviously this is a little bit newer than the one in Smoking the Bandit, but they're coming back out. You might be able to buy parts for some of these. This is probably around a 79, I'm guessing. You can tell it's been in the weather, but that's okay. Now how you build those older cars is entirely up to you. I don't know if they need a parachute, but you can definitely build them and have, I'll say you can put less money than 50 grand in some of these old vehicles and have something pretty nice. Or you can put more than 50 grand in them and have something really nice. But when it comes time for it to break down, now I wouldn't suggest, finding an old flathead, but if you did, they're easy to repair. It's spark fuel air. There's like some magic years in there depending on what you get. Anything from 96 and older, you don't have to go through emissions, which is the first year they started OBD2. So basically anything 96 and older, you don't have to go through emissions. Now, even when you can go, up to 96. Some of those older cars, there are some magic windows, or you just can't find parts for them, right? So if you're going to look for an older vehicle, do a little research on trying to find parts for those. If you got something with like a 350 Chevy or a 302, or most of those you can find parts for, but the problem is some of those electronics were kind of janky. And it's hard to find parts because if you go to the boneyard, and most of those cars all had the same issue that yours has. So just do a little bit of research if you're going to buy an older vehicle on, can I buy body parts? More importantly, can I buy the electronics if there is any? Now, if you're dipping back into the, I'll say later 70s, early 60s, there really wasn't much electronics in some of those. Some of the Ford trucks had a spark box, and depending on which spark box you have, there's 3 or 4 versions of it that you can probably still find. So if you stick to, I'll say mid 70 and below, there's not a lot of electronics you got to worry about. Maybe you have a hard time finding some parts, but a little bit of research will go a long way to kind of narrow down your window on what car you're going to buy if you're looking for an old car just to drive around. They're easy to work on. You don't have to worry about scanners. And for the most part, if they break down, if you can keep the fluids in them and tires on them, you can pretty much fix them just about anywhere with not a lot of stuff. So if you're looking for an old vehicle, do your research, look around a little bit. I'll try to have more stuff on the channel. I've got stuff on here. If you find an older vehicle and you want to have it shipped, I'll leave a link at the end of the video here for shipping, some things you really need to know for that. Anyway, quick little video. I hope you liked it. Cool little cars either way. Find an old vehicle, get out, get it running, do some wrenching, and we'll see you here in the next video. Thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe.